Okay.
Hello, today we are discussing about the overview of network security. We are presenting three of them. Is Pradeep, Rajandeep, and Vivek. So here is the introduction of the overview of network security. Network security will protect the network and the data from various security breaches, threats, interactions, and in this assignment, the network security is enabled for the system by network security permission setup, security tools, analysis, and an access control list used for the granting the permission to access the files in the group. It helped to protect the files from unauthorized access. Likewise, there is an information gathering tool used to ensure a better security on the system. In order to ensure the performance of the security tool, installation, configuration, and evaluation of the features are determined in task one. So, fill the following table in the information regarding all the group members, that is Vivek, Pradeep, and Rajatdeep. So, creating the main directory name MN502 and setting all the permissions for the full access, which is followed by the below table. So, these are the tasks, that is MN502, the command which is mkdnr502. So here you can see the screen what we have given the command and the user ls. It is showing that desktop desktop downloads music, public templates, 502 pictures, snap videos. Here's the command and this is the output of this. And you can see that now we are going for the set full access of mn502 directory. And here is the command hyphen just chmod raw mn502. So you can see in the screen that is user mn502. So we got it from all the directories like desktop, documents, downloads, mn502, which is created here, which is followed by pictures, public, snaps, templates, and videos. Creation of subdirectories of mn502, that is for Vivek, Pradeep, followed by Rajandeep. Here we have created the directories with the following commands, and you can see the screen with the output what we got with the commands, following commands, and the creating the users with the names according to the group numbers and the student IDs, which are shown in the figure 4. So the following commands for the full permission, like address user for MIT 214109, and followed by Pradeep as well as Rajandeep, that is MIT 214109. And you can see the output on the screen, which is for the full access and the read and write permissions as well as the read permissions here. So creation of two groups in full table. It's creating a two groups, that is create a table, add student ID number one, student ID two, user two to the last name, and writing the ACL for the last name and the first name, which is like directory one and directory two. And here is the task task two, which is gonna discussed by Rajandeep Singh. Rajandeep.
Thank you, Pradeep, for wonderfully explaining the task one. And the task two, the net discover tool is employed to compile all the crucial data regarding the network. It compiles the data about the router and the clients that are connected. The user can be able to identify the connected customer IP address and MAC address, as well as operating system and the port they have accessible on their devices. By identifying the router information, the vulnerabilities against the client system and the devices that can be identified. Network penetration testing tool of the net discover enhances the active and passive APR reconnaissance. It may passively find the online host or actively look for them by issuing ARP queries, because it is built upon the top of lip cap and libnet. Additionally, users can use it to look at the ARP traffic on the network or use the auto scan mode to look up network addresses by looking for popular local network. Scroll down, please. And then there is evaluation. The net discover is a perform as an active and ARP reconciliation tool, and the performance of the network address is ensurely ensured by the usage and effectiveness of the result gained by the net discover. The major options that are determined with the net discover tool that are device range, file, passive mode, filters, time node, count, etc. And scroll down just a little bit. The options of the performance in the net discover tool, various options and features are enhanced with the help of those options and the functionalities. The tool makes an analysis in information gathering of a network through its IP address, and it evaluates the network using network address on active and passive ARP reconnaissance. The tool captures the network device information of IP address at MAC address and count of connects devices length and host name with the total size ARP wrap packets. Next, scroll on. Then by ensuring then currently the scanning this is the currently scanning finish, and the IP address of there is the IP address which is 10.0.2.2, and the MAC address is also given here. There is certain counts, and the len is 78 to 788, and the vendor unknown vendor. So uh, in this figure, the gather information from the network device will be shown is shown, and by scroll down, ensuring ensuring a specific range of network ARP request and replay packets are captured from the range. Scroll down just. Now, then similarly, there is the two capture ARP REP packets from the two host, and to the total size of that host is the 128 128, and there are two IP address which are shown in the screen. First is 10.0.2.2, and then 10.0.2.3, and the MAC address is also given here, and the count is 1 and 1 each, and 64 lengths, and the vendor there is the unknown vendor on the both sides. So it also ensures the multiple ranges of the network by capturing ARP packets at the same time, and passive scan and active scan are also possible with the network device using the ARP packet capturing tool of Net Discover. Scroll down first. And in the and there are some advantages by utilizing the net discover feature. Affecting scanning of vulnerabilities will be performed on the network device. The net discover tool helps to gather the crucial data regarding the network with the MAC address, and by capturing the ARP packet from the host, the connected details and other host information are determined. It helps to identify the vulnerabilities against the client and devices. Net Discover passively find online host or actively look for them by issuing ARP queries. The feature of network range multiple range network active scanning and passive scanning are very useful to gather information, and there are some disadvantages of net discover, like but difficult to capture the email contact. Net discover tool capture only the network related contents, but most of the information is transferred through the electronic mails because the communication become easier way rather than using any other mode of data transmission. So the tools cannot able to track the email content from the network, and there is some imperfect information, the information which is collected from the net discover tool is said to be imperfect because the detailed information cannot be gathered. This tool only collect the network address and not the information from that address. The failure to capture the hidden network only to leave the host network can be tracked, and even if the connection of the network seems to be hidden, the tool makes it more difficult to track of the information, which is a major disadvantage of this tool. And in the end, in conclusion, the network attacks are increased in the in numbers because of lack of security over network. It also make difficult to analyzing all the network and its related information through the attacks. This assignment task help in analyzing the network attack that happen when transferring the data over the network. So to maintain the security, access control list like read, write, and execute were provided to different directories. And in task 2, the net Discover tool has been taken for the analysis and performed to collect the information from the network, and finally its feature and advantages and its advantages were explained in detail. So this is the end of the task 2.
Yeah, thank you,
So
Rajandeep.
these
You
are
have
some references
explained.
also provide also
Yes.
mentioned in the assignment.
Yeah, thank you, Rajandeep. You have given the fantastic presentation, and thank you. This is our report over the network security. So, thank you.